Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Boosted D&D, the Island of Fal. Hope you guys are all doing well today. We're going to go around the table real quick. We're currently missing one player, but they will be arriving shortly. But we're going to introduce ourselves so we can do an audio test. Make sure everybody sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with you.
Sup? It's Paul, Bran, come on. Pushing dust.
By now, we know.
Bran Lilo.
No. Grimdar bad plan.
It's a good last name. I am Don, Boosted Gorilla, and I'm playing Grimdar Ironbeard or Dargrim Brickbeard, depending on who you're speaking to.
Flo Escayar. Sorry.
I'm Kelsey, and I'm playing Nina. Yay!
Nina Powell, Viv's wonderful daughter. And I am John, Bears in every format, our DM, the person who has to do all of the other nonsense in the world. So last time, our crew successfully fled from the Island of Fal as it was overrun by the skeletal army resurrected by Ander. The crew got on a merchant ferry that they stole from some merchants, came towards Southmoar. As they approached, they decided that their idea in terms of their story for being able to enter the city of Southmoar peacefully, as they are a crew of pirates, a tiefling princess, and several people wanted for murder and other various crimes, that they would play as though they are from the nation of Zedilia, and that Grimdar was simply Dargrim, an apprentice blacksmith, there to collect amethyst, that Olive was working beneath Grimdar, that Nina was just a humble singer, and that Bran was a barkeep. We didn't really go over why you two were in Zedilia, but that's fine.
We were visiting.
Yeah, they just casually visiting this city. So the crew of the dock, the inspection crew, inquired about their flag and about the members of their ship, at which point the story began to slightly unravel as Olive succumbed to the tension and pressure of having to follow through on this story in the moment. And then the inspection crew, when they heard that the people who ran away on this boat, our crew, as the nation of Zedilia was just in flames by some unknown attacker, they admitted that they had not investigated or inspected the boat at all, so the inspection crew jumped aboard. Our crew then sneakily slid off the side, and they discovered the 21 pounds of remaining elvish dust aboard. The inspection crew alerted their commander, and everyone on the docks freaked out and rushed towards the ship. As our crew would eventually come to find, this elvish dust is an illegal contraband substance that is, used by the rich and wealthy elite. It's an addictive substance that they have come to depend upon for various reasons. Our crew successfully jumped into the city after escaping the inspection crew, and were directed towards the Lucky Tuck, the famous and largest inn of the city of Southmoar, run by old, wonderful little man Tuck, an elderly halfling who peddles dust. He is the most known and successful peddler of dust within the city of Southmoar. And while the crew was in there speaking with Tuck, they eventually were questioned by the docks people who came back for their inspection. They told them that they would be brought before the magicians, or the tribunal of the city, of the Merchants Coalition on behalf. And Tuck, after finding out about the missing dust, and inquired of our crew where they came from, how and where and why, Tuck realized that our crew had taken his ship. He was the one who had sent the merchants out towards the Island of Fal to investigate their gemstone caverns, because, as he told them, the gemstone caverns here on Kulea have begun to run dry, and that is a great issue for the city of Southmoar, as well as the nations that rely on the gemstones and the dust for their economies. Tuck then told our people to go over and visit some of the people in town. We saw Dr. Jordan,
Jordan Michael.
Jordan Michael.
A good man.
Yes, a great doctor. Not at all remotely like Jacob. He's very sound and poised and good at his job and believes in medicine. We then discovered, most importantly, one of the elements of the judiciary system of Southmoar, the gutter. The gutter is the name of the military-style gladiatorial arena that the city of Southmoar uses to enforce its punishments. The political system essentially runs a judiciary program that goes from fine to servitude to combat in the gutter. The crew found out that one of their members, Jonathan, had volunteered to fight in the gutter because he was very excited to see what everyone was doing in the gutter. Everyone went over to the gutter to place their bets, of which Tuck placed an extraordinary bet on the young boy, saying that he had a good contact and felt like a good bet. He wanted to run with his luck. We watched Jonathan battle a young man who was successful in the gutter named Randall. He was the people's champion for 3 weeks. He approached Jonathan with a flail and slashed him across the chest, and Jonathan began to scream and wail in pain. Still just no idea remotely how to fight back, though. And then Olive called out from the stadium, the seats in the arena, and Jonathan turned his back to Randall to call out to Olive to see how Olive was doing. And then Randall slashed Jonathan in the back with the flail once more. Jonathan, now gravely injured, turned around terrified and seriously upset. Was attacked once more by Randall, and mysteriously Randall's throat was slashed open, and Jonathan began to scream as a torrent of blood gushed over him. The crowd celebrated Jonathan's victory. Our crew was astounded and had no idea whatsoever how the hell Jonathan did that. But then a volunteer was requested from the crowd, and another fighter stepped down, again to battle Jonathan. This man had full plate mail armor and wielded a warhammer similar to Grimdar's. As he approached Jonathan to strike him with the warhammer, he stopped, dead in his tracks, the warhammer most of the way down towards Jonathan's head, and then he dropped his warhammer, and when he bent down to pick it up, his head fell off mysteriously, and all we saw was a flash of light as Jonathan's hand returned to his side. The crowd again celebrated, and a lot of our friends made a lot of money on Jonathan's behalf. Thankfully, he is a true hero amongst the ranks. Jonathan was revealed to be a gutter champion, the child of the Swifts, and the Swifts were a reputable and very well-known family within the city of Southmoar as gutter champions decades ago. Jonathan confessed that he used to fight in the gutter when he was a child here and was very successful during his 15-year tenure in the gutter. Our crew then turned and took Jonathan outside, and he said that he wanted to go visit his old family home along the southeastern outskirts of the city of Southmoar, which are the slums. Once we arrived at Jonathan's home, we found it decrepit, filled with webs and dust and other terrible things. And as the evening had progressed, Jonathan began to not feel very well. Bran correctly, jokingly, called out that, he's probably a werewolf. And indeed, Jonathan is a druid who also suffers horrifically from lycanthropy. His transformation began, and the crew fled Jonathan's house as he said, I need to go to sleep. You guys should go. And they listened. Thankfully, they listened. That would not have been great had they not listened to Jonathan's request of, please go away.
Yep. And I tried to shut the door. There wasn't a door.
There was no door.
No
it's
door.
A decrepit abandoned house in the slums. So let's see. What else happened? Yeah, I mean, after that, we had Grimdar warn the sleeping vagrants, the poor people within the slums on the streets, that they should just get the fuck out of here tonight. There's an inspection coming around, and they're going to throw all these people into the gutter if they don't leave. So the elderly and the ill and the poor successfully fled the gutter, and as they left, they heard snarling in the distance, coming back from the direction of Jonathan's house. Then we returned once more to the Lucky Tuck. Had some wonderful discussions with Tuck as he threw his bags upon bags of gold down his adorable little slide at the bottom of the bar into his secret basement. And then we had the final thing was Lillian had spoken with Dr. Jordan about a potential potion to alleviate the symptoms of the Leviathan stain, of which they returned with and gave it to Bran, who consumed it, and the scaling that had descended down into his chest cracked and fell off. The skin beneath was revealed to be very red, irritated, and dried out, but still human skin. So that's good for him. That is about all that I can remember in terms of what happened for last time.
What do you mean, still human skin?
Yeah, still human skin.
It's not, ape skin.
Yeah.
Or Leviathan skin.
Human skin for now. That is the way I'll put it. Hope you guys get better soon. Or shit's gonna get weird for y'all. Okay, so we concluded with an evening of long rest.
Yes, we did.
as requested. Clear off any death saving throws and injuries for our crew, of which I believe they sustained none. But here we are
For now.
in the city of Southmoar once again on a dawn of a new morning. Everyone is awaking within their rooms.
Oh, good morning, Bran.
Good morning, Grimdar.
Great, Smaug, thanks.
Hello, Father.
Hope you didn't hit that camera.
How did this cat
Looks
get in
okay.
here?
I don't know, Bran.
Meow.
I'll take the pillows between
Yar.
Bran and I and put them back.
Okay, so you
I actually stole them from the other rooms that I was repairing the beds in.
Okay, so you have a surplus of pillows
Yeah,
in your bedroom.
yeah. We've got like
Fantastic.
3 pillows.
So
that we have between
comfortable.
us.
Yeah, you guys are living a luxurious life here now.
Yeah.
Man, working for Tuck's great.
It's been great so far, other than the drug smuggling.
What's wrong with that?
It's not great.
Not great.
We'll see. You made a lot of money so far. It was your first day, and y'all are fucking rich now.
I did, but that had nothing to do with the drug smuggling. That was just betting on human fights. Somehow that's better.
That's how we
Somehow
get our
that's
money.
better.
Yeah, so let's not take the moral high ground over here, Grimdar. How much money did you win last night?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. You don't
Mm-hmm.
remember specifically how much you won.
I mean, I could check my satchel of gold. I'll choose to withhold that information for this at this current time.
Satchel of gold, all right.
Yep. Should we go get some breakfast
Yeah, sure.
at the bar? I'm assuming there's probably breakfast. That's maybe a thing that'll occur.
I mean, if there isn't breakfast, Tuck will probably give us some dust. It's fine.
Probably to work through the day.
Okay, so you two are going downstairs then towards the bar?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I jump on Olive and I'm like, hey, wake up, we gotta go get breakfast.
Damn it. Yeah, okay. Just
They're
one more
everywhere.
Just one more minute.
I start like petting your head. I'm like, get up, come on, let's go.
Not a morning person. Fine, let's go.
Okay, great. And I grab her hand and I pull her out the door.
downstairs.
I need to
Okay.
freshen up first.
Kevin just jumped in the box over there. He's now stuck.
He's probably
fine. I just picture Olive when you wake up, you just have like a smoker's with like, just give me one more minute.
One more
please.
minute,
Come on,
darling.
Just give me another minute.
Darling, one more minute,
That's how I imagine Olive
Chocolate.
speaks. Like
Chocolates.
really early in the
I
morning.
remember chocolates. Zadilia, it was all full of them.
Yeah, I accidentally killed my uncle over those chocolates.
Nobody's supposed to know that, though.
Oh, boy.
Stupid SpongeBob.
So we all gather downstairs. It is early in the morning. It is again dawn. You do not see Tuck anywhere on the lower level. However, you do see Julia sweeping up with her broom, and she's actually doing a great job of it.
Oh, good job, Julia.
Oh, thank
And I
you.
go and pat her on the head.
Oh, very kind of you, sweetie. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great so far. I mean, nothing's really happened. You look famished. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Fantastic.
We're all
of
quite
you?
hungry.
Yep.
Very
Olive?
hungry.
Where's
Me?
where's
Yeah.
Tucker?
All of you.
All of you.
Uh,
I love you.
Thank you.
I love you too.
Great. Breakfast?
Well,
For the
yes,
lot
it
of you?
is.
Yes, please.
Time to break the fast.
Hold the dust.
Oh, well,
No.
I don't cook with dust.
No dust.
Okay.
Thank you.
Would you like some meats?
Yes, please.
What kind of meats are they?
I mean, it's wildebeest.
That sounds great.
I'll pass on the
No
meats.
ape.
Southmoar is famous for its wildebeest steaks.
Yes.
I think I'll just
I'll have one of
taste-
those, please.
Steak and eggs, please.
Of course.
I'll just take the eggs.
Just the eggs? Great.
I'll have steak and eggs,
Steak
but
and-
them separate.
Separate plated.
Yes, please.
Don't
They
look.
can't touch.
Don't look at
You
either
gotta,
of
you gotta
them.
put the eggs on the steak. What do you mean?
That's gross. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
That's completely different. Okay.
So
can't-
Juliet disappears
Yeah.
into the kitchen to prepare, and you hear some frying, and you hear the cracking of eggs. You are seated at a circular table within the bar.
Did you guys sleep well?
Hell yeah. Tons
Could've-
of pillows.
Like another hour or two, but it's fine.
We've got many things to do. We can't sleep in. We are working for the man now.
Yeah, what he said.
Which, by the way, we need vacation.
I mean, this is where, again, you guys need to decide what you're doing.
Gotta go to that Greatwood place.
Listen, just come to let you guys know, realization here that Lolth is not in the Underdark anymore, which means we're going to have to worry about not only the Leviathan, but hordes of spider gods and spiders and shit are now on the surface
What's the Underdark? And where is it located?
underground.
Where? How do you get to it?
Can you tell me
Well-
how to get to Underdark Street?
Where's the Underdark in this world?
Oh, for you, so when you were taken there by your uncle, you went actually through the Gemstone Caverns.
Okay.
Great.
So,
Connection made.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good thing we didn't go in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of things to worry about now that the Spider Queen's up and not in the shadows.
Yep, I think we have more pressing matters to deal with first.
We're gonna die either way.
I don't know about that. I hope we all can make a connection between the current state of the caverns and the state of Lolth's, conquering of Sibilia.
I'm just doing a
Caverns are
spider
running
on your head.
dry, Lultz and Zedilia.
Meaning there's something to
Becoming-
do with the gems. She's probably doing something with gems. Guys,
I mean, yeah.
she's mining.
8 legs.
Oh God, what if Tuck is supplying her with dust?
Ooh. Everyone's
no.
connected. Let's just fucking run. Let's get out of here.
Just run.
We'll live on our own island and name it Grimdar's Island.
That sounds great.
Grimdar City?
Yes.
Grim City, for sure.
Ooh. Where everyone
Famous
he
for
helps
its
dies.
nightlife.
Yes. Yeah.
There's gonna be a TV sitcom. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Everybody loves Grimdar.
Nobody loves Grim.
But yeah, we need to worry about.
No, everybody does love
We
Grim.
need to worry about these spiders too, because they also do like to just hide in a lot of stuff, and also like they could be here in Southmoar as well.
Can they look like
No.
other things?
Potentially, depending on who it is, yes, they can become a doppelganger. Which the laughing of that god that we have.
Should probably have alerted our friends to that sooner.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
People we know, and I'm like,
Olive, you're so dumb. You're so.
It wasn't supposed to. It
fucking
wasn't
dumb.
supposed to happen. Okay.
Oh, why?
You guys
Why would
weren't supposed to know
and
this.
now we're on the continent with the spider god, but we can't go back to the ocean because there's a
Excuse me,
Leviathan.
I don't deal with spiders.
Bonnie, you're gonna have to go somewhere else then.
Okay.
I'm gonna make something that can maybe throw fire. I don't know, maybe I'll call it a flamethrower and just deal with them. Machine gun 'em. I'll work on it. I'll talk
Channel
to
that
Tuck.
fire.
Tuck has
When
plenty
you
of.
make
You
it,
just
make
you
sure you
pick
make
up
two.
Olive and just have the Eldritch Blast. It's basically a flamethrower.
Pull the tail. Oh God. Okay.
I'll volunteer for that. Okay.
So would getting to the Great would be an issue.
I mean, either any way we go is going to be an issue.
Great wood.
So,
Not great wood.
Because we can't go in.
Exactly.
another thing, the reason your brother wants to go to Bloodwood is because of an item that I also have heard about that I have been keeping from you guys because.
You're the wires. You're fucking
Listen, I'm starting to think you guys may need to know this.
Oh, so you need to spill the
killing
beans on
us.
everything you
Come
know
on.
right now.
Okay, so this is like the end all be all shit. Okay, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is there's an item, an artifact, that can control time and space. And I thought I was the only one who's heard of this. Apparently not, because your brother's looking for it too. So when I was speaking to him, in his mind, when we saw him, I was trying to bribe him with it and have him join us and help us. No. No, he's going to go to Bloodwood himself and try to get it himself. Which is why he's teamed up with the lizard people, probably.
To bring our parents back.
Okay. Well, that's going to cost you some limbs, probably. Anyway.
I'll just ascend and
got
kill you. How about that?
So anyway, and I'm trying to bring back my kingdom and undo everything, kind of Samurai Jack style.
Does the item
so.
have a name? Or is it just, time
I
and
don't-
space?
Who is the Samurai Jack?
I am.
What?
I don't think it had a name.
So just the artifact of time and space.
Yes.
Great.
You may
That's what
roll-
we're gonna
You
call
may
it.
roll for history.
Okay.
Could we call it wavy complicated?
18.
18? Okay.
Ooh.
So you can recollect that your Uncle Ryoko spoke to you of this one time while you were together in the Gemstone Caverns on your way through your training in the Underdark. It was called the Wishing Well.
Okay, so it's a well. Ooh.
Blood well. The blood wishing well.
Sounds like we got to throw somebody in. I'm not gonna lie.
He's already had experience.
What's it called?
The
Wishing Well. I wish my parents were back. Just dive in.
Yep. All I can think of is
Seems
Rick and
good.
Morty when it jumps into the thing.
So I don't know if this could be true or not. I've just heard stories of it. But apparently also gods have heard of this story. So we may be in trouble if that's true.
So what you're saying is we need to lure all the gods to this one spot, all right? And then we have them have a cage match. All right?
Put
I
them in
mean,
the
I don't
gutter.
think that's going to work.
They all kill each other. We don't have to deal with them, right?
There's going to be at least one alive.
They'll be
And then we
weakened.
just have one to kill.
we can wish them away.
While
Click
they're
our
fighting,
heels
we do-
together. Woo!
Anybody have any red shoes?
Maybe Tuck has some.
You might.
Might feel a bit
Guy's weird.
blood though. So there's that.
Well, I think we need to get to the Great Wood, or the scales are going to take over your body. The other
I guess we should do
scales,
that, too.
Separate from your current scales.
Yeah, our scaly scales, you know,
You know,
Okay.
the Leviathan scales.
Yes. Yeah.
big,
Alright.
the big L
Alright,
scales.
yeah, the big L scales.
Yeah, because I don't want to know if he can like grow legs. You know what I
I
mean?
don't really want to
'Cause if
become a stone.
If he grows legs, we're done.
Roll for perception, everybody.
Shit.
1, Grimdark can't see shit. Blind.
2,
16.
16?
18.
18?
I'm just face down, just eating steak.
4.
Okay, so everyone can hear, despite you crit failing, a small little gleeful laugh beneath the table.
Oh,
Oh, I look
Oh,
under the
who's down
table.
there? Huh?
So everybody just leans back and looks on her, and you just see Tuck is just sitting at the
I'm wearing
like,
a skirt.
he's
Excuse
just
me.
Seating
Is
on
he
the-
wearing red shoes?
No, just sat under the table with a small bowl of porridge and a very tiny spoon.
Is he at a
Porridge.
smaller table under the table?
Oh, that'd be adorable.
Yes, one of the legs he's fashioned into a tinier table for himself. Like that central stabilizatory leg.
Sure.
There's just a tiny table stretching out, and he's just looking up at you.
Tuck, if you weren't a 95-year-old looking man, that would be adorable. What are you doing down there?
Did you say the wishing well?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I did, Tuck. Yes, I did. Because at this point, I mean, what do we got to
Keep
lose?
sliding.
Is that what you're looking for?
More than me. Other people apparently are too, and I'm going to get to it before they do, before they kill us all.
Oh,
Before we stop existing, maybe, as well. That's a thing, probably.
yes. A tail. A tail.
Sorry,
to
that's my
tell
tail.
you all I have.
Meow.
We sang songs of the wishing well back in my home.
Where were you from?
I'm from West End.
Can you sing one of the songs?
I said before when I was in the Matthews Dave band, I lost my voice from the dust.
You've got a little Deckard cane there.
Well, when he's on the dust, he gets
Yeah,
really
yeah.
high-toned. Woohoo! He gets it back now when he's on the dust.
I was like, can I give him some dust? And then he gets
No,
some
not
dust?
yet, not yet. Jesus.
What's wrong with you?
Not
I
yet.
want him to
Can I
sing.
drug this old man?
Well, he's not, old. He looks it.
Yeah, he does look it. But when we sang of the well, we knew that only the elves knew where it was.
Why you looking at
The
me?
I
elves
don't know, I
created
fear
it.
half elf. What?
The elves created it.
Why did they create that? That such power is gonna, in the wrong hands, could just destroy everything.
It was an old king of theirs who wanted to pass on his well wishes, you could say,
Well,
towards the generations that would follow. Wanted to protect his people.
So how's controlling time and space protecting? Oh, well, I guess okay.
Well, if you can
Yeah,
do
I mean-
anything,
Yeah.
I think that answers itself.
So
Kinda
then
clicked.
why would it be where it is now if it can do that?
Why would it be within the Bloodwood?
Yeah.
Do you not recall what happened in the aftermath of the battle with the Leviathan? And the sea goddess Olisea?
Grimdar?
No. Can I do a history
You
check?
may roll for history of things I've told you within the campaign, sure.
3.
Stop going after the mic.
3! Nope. You know.
14?
Big bat 14?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you recollect that you had been told previously that the world was unified. These two large continents in the Island of Fal were unified, and in the battle between the Leviathan and Olisea,
Oh, yeah.
the continents were cracked and split, and Fal used to be the center of the continent. That is why they are mirrored portions with a little circle cut out of
I
the
have
middle.
Truly no memory of that at all.
So then-
Truly no memory.
So
Grimdar.
then the source, maybe the source of the well was cut off and they couldn't use it because it's in such a bad state now.
Well,
if it has the power.
Bloodwood has only been called the Bloodwood in the last 50 years or so. It used to be part of the Greatwood. It is the portion that was cut off during the Continental Divide. But no elves survived that.
Hence why it's called Bloodwood.
Yes, now that it's been overthrown by trolls. Grimdar.
Do you remember what the trolls are, Grimdor?
Yes.
Oh, not great.
So, what do you suggest if this thing actually does exist? Since you've also heard it as well, what would you suggest we do then? Is there a way where we can? Do you
guys.
think we can hire some muscle and help us out?
Yeah, why don't we get that Swift boy?
Well, he's coming with us regardless.
Hire some muscle. I mean,
Get the old band back.
you would be hard pressed to find men willing to travel across the world to go towards the Bloodwood.
So you're saying there's nothing but bitches in Southmoar, is that?
I mean, it's more that they don't want to uproot their whole lives for the petty coin you could offer when I pay exorbitant prices for services.
I mean, that may not exist in a few months, maybe.
I mean, again, you would have to convince the people within the city that they either.
oh no!
Does he have one in his mouth?
No,
No,
he
he
clawed,
clawed
the
the microphone.
mic and got his talons stuck in it.
He's quick.
Come on, go over here. Just
Um,
love me instead.
But yeah, I mean, you would genuinely have to convince the people within the city of Southmoar that you would want to bring with you that if they don't go, they'll die. But you have to uproot them of their lives here.
We have to
Like-
find a way to prove to them that, and then plus, if that word's gonna get around,
Well,
then everyone's
yeah, I
gonna
mean, the
want
blood
it.
well
Let's-
is, or sorry, the wishing well is like a legend. It's not that anybody's seen it or used it. It's that, you know, the halflings sang tales of it.
If the halflings
that's why
know, if
Tuck
gods
believes
know,
it.
then that means a lot of
We
other people
could
know.
convince everyone that trolls cause cancer. Maybe that'll work.
I mean, primarily we need to get to the Greatwood first before the Bloodwood.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
more
We
important.
need to get there. So
We can't get off of this continent right now.
Why are you trying to go to the Greatwood?
I'm just gonna show him my arm.
Oh yes, I remember sending you towards Jordan. Did they do anything for you?
They brought me something that helped a bit, but we need to go to the Greatwood for more supplies.
Who told you that you needed to go to the Greatwood?
Lillian.
Lillian. Okay. Well, I mean, she is correct. There are, you know, very rare herbs and
But why would you ask who? Why would you want to know who asked? Who told us?
because I do agree that the Greatwood is a possibility for your salvation in terms of this disease and it's halting its spread, but the Greatwood is not the only place where there are possible cures for this.
Like, what else? / where else?
Well, there is a a rather dangerous trek you could undertake.
More dangerous than the Great Wood, or less dangerous than the Great
Well,
Wood?
yes, I mean, far more dangerous.
Well,
than
then
the
why
Great
wouldn't
Wood.
we just go to the Great Wood?
Well, let's hear him out. What is
Because
it?
the value of going to the Great Wood has to have you go through the 4 warring nations as well as then covertly enter the Great Wood, because, I mean, essentially, few of you would be welcomed by the elves.
I'm going to go with 0 on that.
Yes. However, the alternate path is, from my knowledge that I have gathered overnight from the merchants that I've spoken with, they've told tales of valuable medicinal fungi within the Underdark.
Oh. well, let's think.
Well, from what we've learned, it's vacant.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's true. This is true.
That's the thing, though. Listen, I don't know what Lolth's doing, but
You're
she also,
familiar with the Underdark.
she has sisters, okay? And I don't know if the sisters are still down there, or she's with the
They moving out. Let's go.
No, the thing is, though,
Watching.
they
He's going to go for it. He will. That's what
they
he
need
did
to
me.
stay in the dark, because if they don't, they're weakened in the light. So there's something Lolth's being able to do to keep above ground.
Oh, shit.
But she's also a god, so fuck sunlight.
I guess. I mean,
But she's got sisters, and they're not kind. So she's gonna have her right and left hands fucking us really hard.
But I mean, would you
Olive's just done, guys.
phrasing.
But would you rather fight
I'd
2
really.
spiders or 4 nations?
I'm going to go with 4 nations on this one.
Well, let's
you
thing
would
is-
not have to fight all of the nations.
We wouldn't have to fight Renya.
Well, see, the thing is, Lolth's a god. The sisters are not.
Sure, what, Tuck?
What do you know?
I feel
Spill the beans.
You've not been informed of the state of Renya as it is now.
Yeah, no, my brother left that part out.
Conveniently.
Yep.
All right, so like, Lolth
Cat
is a
at
god. Her sisters, I think, are demigod. They could not be gods at all, but they.
I eat gods for breakfast.
All right then,
That's porridge.
we'll make it our next meal. Yum yum, spiders stew.
Ew.
Let's go fuck up some spiders.
I don't know about that. I said I'd rather.
Hang on,
deal
let me
with the
level up,
nations.
guys. First, I need to learn a fire spell.
Yeah, gotta learn Fireball. Can't not.
Cue the Rocky music as we
Yeah.
level up.
Montage time.
Mhm.
Yep.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
going through these 4 nations to then also get to the Great Wood to tell them to try to somehow get in there without telling us to get out or worse.
Lillian would go in for us. We would wait outside the Great Wood. We discussed this, I thought.
But the thing is, we still have to get to the Great Wood.
Yes.
Yeah, getting to the Great Wood is obviously not going to be
Because if
gr-
Lillian
not gonna
goes
be
by
great.
herself, we don't know if she can.
Bran, make a history check.
Oh, fuck. 18.
I'm a princess. See
18?
my hands out, and I have my peons licking my hand.
Oh, 19.
19? Okay. So, Bran takes this opportunity to inform you all of the way that the nation of Renya works. Each of these cities has its own form of government. Renya's government is called the Magician's Ministry. It's essentially a grouping of powerful magicians who work as kind of judges. They're called magistrates. But that is the unified council. The ministry is elected or proposed by other forms of other magistrates within the ministry. So if there's, say, for example, 13 magistrates currently, and 7 of the magistrates vote for somebody else to be brought into the ministry, that person would be added in and there would be a 14th member now. There is not a limitation on the number of people who may be in the ministry. But that is how the nation of Renya is run, by a judicial system of powerful magicians.
What about the other 3?
What about the other 3? Okay. I mean, no one here is from Brome, so no one knows how Brome works, or Endon, or Hoth. So you would need to find someone willing to explain that information to you.
Yo, Tuck, how do these other nations...
Fair enough, young Brad. Well done.
You got me there.
Brome is a monarchical hereditary rule.
By
By what?
by whom?
Oh, currently the leader is Brocius.
Brocius
Corio the Third.
Coriol the Third?
Corio.
Corio.
Is he a bro?
Yes.
Sweet.
Oh, hey.
Rome.
Brome sounds like it would be welcoming.
Think of Rome, but run by bros.
Yo, let's go.
What is his name? King what?
Brocius Corio the Third.
Brocius Corio.
They're all, we get there with all weightlifting.
Brocius
and-
I can't get the last name.
Corio.
Corio?
Corrrio.
Okay, you're gonna have to go, Smaug. I'm sorry.
He's being a pest like Don said he would.
Bless you.
May the seven bless you. I don't know how many there are.
Beneath Brocius, though, are his councils of bros.
Tuck, are you serious?
Yes.
Council.
I swear, we're gonna get there. They're all gonna be weightlifting, drinking
The
protein
council
milkshakes.
of bros.
Council. I'm writing this down.
Spelled BRO''S.
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
This is great.
Instead of bromians, they shortened it to bros.
Do they follow the god of Poseidon? God of the
Does he call
Brocian?
himself the Lord of the Brocian?
I want to go there.
Brolisea.
Call each other brochachos.
Yeah.
What about Endar?
I can go on.
Endon does not have a government.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Yes, Endon is the nation that is occupied mostly by...
Is it Somalia?
They run by families. The families within are unified in the thought that when Endon itself is attacked, they unify and they form kind of a civil militia. However, Endon, as the best suited for agrarian purposes, they have the greatest growth of food and grains, and also the greatest supply of coastal fishing. Endon has little reason to leave Endon.
And what about Hoth?
Self-sufficient.
Hoth is a barbarian tribe of which they are ruled only by the strongest man at one time. And currently...
Not woman.
Typically
offense to
not
that.
within Hoth.
Their leader's probably like 7'10".
But we do not have good relations with Hoth. No one does. But we do not know their current barbarian king.
They don't even get along with the bros?
No.
Oh, that's messed up.
Hoth does as Hoth do.
What do they, how do they survive? Do they hunt?
Oh, Hoth, yes. Hoth is the nation that is most famous for its ability to hunt the game of the great grasslands and plains.
Oh, so all this.
Yes, that is why it's real dangerous to just go through the great grasslands or plains.
Thanks, Tuck.
You'll meet yourself with a militia of barbarians in the wild, and you know, there's also beasts and shit that are happy to eat and stomp you.
Oh. So what would you recommend?
So maybe spiders.
What would I recommend?
So maybe
Yeah.
Rome.
I mean,
I do want to see Brome.
What, but Renya?
it's not as though there is a good choice for you, but you do need to cure this illness before things become far too perilous for you.
You didn't tell me the current state of Renya.
Oh, yes. From my last liaison within the city, there is fear that some members of the magistrates, the ministry, have been indeed taken over by representatives of Loth, and that the ministry is beginning to act against itself.
So I say we go to Brome, check them out, see how they are, and let's go somewhere else.
We just want to go to Brome.
Brome.
Let's just go on vacation.
We can help my kingdom. We can help them.
To
If it's not been completely taken over yet.
I mean, depending on who's there, it might be just as good as dead.
Everyone there is extremely powerful with magic. They're not going to just be simply overrun.
Are they? Did you leave on good terms?
I didn't do anything to anybody there.
Do they hate you?
No.
Okay.
No, they hate
No,
you. We're going
Us
to Brome.
going to Renya or Brome does not solve our issue of helping you two.
We have to go to Renya to get to the Great Wood.
Yes, but we still have to go through.
Well, doesn't maybe your magician
get
friends
attacked.
could,
Well, if we help the Council of Renya, then they may help us get to the Great Wood. if we go to Brome, with what
Does
little we
Renya-
have, what reason would they have to help us?
I did never suggested Brome.
I mean, is
Well,
Renya,
so we're
I
just
don't know
gonna
why
go.
we would go there.
I mean,
so-
does
Hang out
Renya,
with the bros.
does Renya have good relations with Brome?
I'm not sure.
Does Renya have good relations with anyone in the Greatwood?
So none of the 4 human nations have good relations with each other. That's why they're the 4 warring human nations.
I guess that makes sense.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tuck.
I mean, they've essentially worked it where each of them has attempted to parlay an alliance with one other nation. However, it's still understood that should they do that, Southmoar is also right there. Like, this is why this peace is so tentatively kept. Because should Renya and Brome ally, if they do go to attack Endon and Hoth, what is to stop Southmoar from just having the merchants hire mercenaries and go raid their shit while they're at war? This is why, like, the war has entered a kind of stable peace, because no one can conquer anyone else. But they're limited in terms of their growth potential. That's why Southmoar cares so much about getting a shitload of money for a certain reason.
So, in all of this, Zedilia is where?
Zedilia is up by the caverns to the left of Hoth. It's written towards
Oh, I
Dawn,
see it.
but
Okay.
that's-
Right there.
And those are the caverns. All right. So, I see. So, Lol's being a fuck and attacking there because she's coming from there.
Lol being a fuck.
but
alright.
but they're doing it. If they're doing it covertly, it's because they can't brute force it.
Right. So, you know what I've
Remember what Olive said about the spiders outside.
Yeah, they can transform.
Also, what about
the sunlight. Yeah,
they're weak in the light.
they're weak to light. So they
So
could be.
then our best option is to go to Renya,
But the thing
help
is,
the council,
go through the
help
caverns, go through the
magistrate.
Zedilia, and go to the Greatwood.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what?
We'll go through Renya, go through the caverns, Zedilia, Greatwood.
You
Why
want to
would
go
we-
into Zedilia? Are you out of your
Why
mind?
would we go through Zedilia?
Yeah, let's
I mean,
just go to where the
fuck
god
it.
spider is.
I know my way around.
You know
we
what?
can get away from
I'm gonna
it.
go for a short swim out in the ocean while I'm at it. Why not?
What else
You're
do you want? Do you want to
insane.
go through 4
You're
nations?
insane.
I think we can covertly.
Is there a
They're
phone?
they're usually behind me.
Oh, I see it. It's Loth spying on us. It's okay. Yeah, where you going, guys?
This is just
That
spider
spider
web.
No, it's magic.
Well, that, I mean, okay, we can go through Renya, but the thing is, that is a fast route. We can also.
Well,
either
we're not
way-
just gonna cut through Renya. If we go to Renya, we're going to help Renya.
Yes, we're gonna help.
As
yeah,
long as
obviously
the
help them.
situation isn't too dire.
Sure. Otherwise, we just say, "Nice visit. See you later."
But then what?
Well, then at least we have less of the plains to traverse.
I guarantee there's people in Southmoar that are from the caverns, from Loths.
Well, they fight about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the rest of my breakfast and I'm gonna go sit in Tuck's cabinet.
In the kitchen?
In the cabinet?
You're going into Tuck's cabinet.
I don't think you should.
I mean, all right, is that what you're sure you're doing? Okay. Roll for perception, please,
Oh,
while you
boy.
open the door for the cabinet. Okay, so you open the door for the cabinet and you lean your head in because it's a small cabinet. It's essentially
Your mic's off, apparently.
like think of 4 of these small squares back here. So you
Okay.
peep your head in and then you look to the side. Inside the cabinet, you can see a very tiny bed with a very tiny nightstand. On the nightstand is a very tiny candle and a very small notebook next to it with a tiny quill pen or a feather quill pen.
Can I look at his notebook?
We're still talking to Tuck. I mean,
Yeah, you guys don't fucking
Are you
know.
opening Tuck's notebook?
I feel like it could be magic though, and like something will happen.
I don't know. I'm not
I
telling
really
you.
want to read it though.
I'm not telling you.
I open it.
Okay, so you crawl into the cabinet because you have to get into the cabinet to be able to get over.
Yeah.
Okay, so you crawl into the cabinet and the door is closed behind you.
I don't close them; they close.
No, they close. They just close.
Not
Maybe that's why I kept
abruptly, just like,
closing.
And you're inside the cabinet.
Okay.
Okay?
I open his book.
You open the notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. So you open and you see that it's just Tuck's little halfling songs on the first pages. Just him just trying so desperately to recall his glory days of the Matthews Dave band.
Anything else?
I mean, he's written the lyrics to Wonderwall because he's trying so badly to form his own new band, Tuck's Oasis.
Oh my goodness.
Anything else? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, is there anything
Okay,
else? I
so
flipped through it.
roll a percentage die.
Oh
That's
boy.
the
50.
50%. All right, so I'll be generous.
What?
Okay, so as you're perusing through the pages of Tuck's journal, you find one suspicious page because you recognize the name Olive Zedilia on it.
You don't know this. Shut the
I
fuck
know.
up.
On this page.
Wait. So it just says Olive?
No, that's not just what it says. That's
Well,
it's,
I mean, at first
yes,
says
you
Olive.
this page gathers your attention
Oh.
because you see Olive.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's around.
Okay, so you see the name Olive Zedilia, and then you see agreed to pay to Declan sum of 100,000 gold pieces.
It's all worth. Fuck. Worth platinum, okay, dude?
I'm worth platinum.
I'm worth platinum.
Okay.
As well as
Yeah.
the two previously
Because we're gonna be told about it.
discussed prisoners.
Okay. Was that
That's it?
it? Okay. Is there anything else?
No, the rest of the notebook is just like him singing songs, and you see like his accountant books where he's charting his money. You can see what Tuck's total worth is if you would like.
Yes.
Tuck's total worth as of right now is 75,000 platinum coins.
See, I'm worth like a little less than that.
Yes.
That's what you said.
And then beneath that, you can see he has a small ranking system in terms of wealth. So he has written himself as number 1, Tuck, 75,000 platinum coins.
71,000?
75, sorry.
I was gonna
If I
say.
said 71 the second time. He is number 1 on his list.
He was
Okay, who else is on that list?
Number 2 currently is Wyatt, just the family. Not specifically Declan.
With?
And they are worth 73,000 platinum coins.
Okay.
And then number 3 is Warren.
With?
And Warren is worth
That'll-
21,000 platinum coins.
Anything else?
Those are the top 3.
There's nothing else in the book.
No, I mean, again, song lyrics and him writing about his love for a woman back home in West End and, you know, his plot to get back to West End and buy the world.
Use it
Okay.
against him. Write that down. Attack his brain.
You know, just general Tuck thoughts.
Tuck thoughts.
Hashtag Tuck thoughts. He hashtags.
Very.
This Tuck is very hip.
Yeah, right?
Does
Very
he call this
modern.
bird mail Twitter?
Tucker.
Tweeter.
Ow. Can I like investigate the rest of the like little
His
cabinet?
nightstand?
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Nightstand
you
bed.
can open the little drawer and
Okay.
you see some suspicious looking undergarments within.
As in.
As in?
I knew he was a freak.
Uh,
Come on, what's he got?
What's he got? We'll say that Tuck has a suspicious all-black mask
Oh, Jesus God.
Yikes.
and some leatherish.
Take it.
Oh my
God.
We'll take it. He'll know.
I mean, I don't want to say lederhosen, but essentially lederhosen. So it's got, you know, the loincloth and the straps coming up.
Oh, God.
But they're very tiny.
They're very tiny. Use this
That-
for
that is all.
burglary.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tuck is a great master.
Oh, God.
Um,
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
I put everything back where it was.
Okay.
And I leave his cabinet.
How are you leaving his cabinet?
What do you mean?
How are you leaving the cabinet?
I open it.
You can't open it.
What do you mean?
You can't. There's no handles on the inside. Yeah,
I
you're
can't
just.
push it out.
No. I mean, roll a strength check, but this is gonna be rough for you. You have to like nat 20 to break this.
Nope.
No.
Nope. So you try to push your way out, and the cabinet doors just don't open.
Alright, you're stuck in there.
I was hoping you would open the drawer and just Tuck would be in there.
How did I get here?
Just crammed into his fucking drawer.
It's got little portals everywhere.
Roll for perception.
Oh god.
20.
20 with bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, so beneath Tuck's bed, you can see a small stuffed animal.
I pick it up.
You pick it up?
Oh god.
Okay, so upon closer inspection, as you pick it up, you see that it's just a tiny Tuck.
Aw.
He's just crafted a little stuffed version of himself.
Wow. That's scary.
He's way too
That's
into
scary.
Oh, we gotta get away from
Tiny
Tuck.
Tuck.
That's scary.
Tuck Jr.
Does it say on the little shirt?
You
Tiny
see a
Tuck.
little string coming out the back.
Oh
I
no.
pull the string.
You pull the string,
Yeah.
and the cabinet doors open.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's gotta spend his
adorable.
money on something, right?
I put Tiny Tuck back under the bed
Good choice.
and I get out.
Okay.
And I shut
So
the
you
door.
crawl out of the cabinet and just close the door. Not going back in there.
I mean, I would go back in just to see a little Tiny Tuck.
Fucking Tuck,
Okay, so
man.
now you're in the kitchen. You guys are still at the breakfast table with actual Tuck.
Actual Tuck.
Actual Tuck.
Yeah.
Hey, actual Tuck.
Yes, Brad.
So,
How did you know actual was my first name?
so you said that you heard that Lolth may have
Infiltrated Renya? Yes. There's
Do you-
reports of an infestation within the ministry.
Do you know of anybody that may be able to help us with that? To try and salvage Renya and not
Well,
have it burn?
it is something where Southmoar does have a vested interest towards the stabilization of the nation of Renya, because Southmoar functions with trade. We don't want any of the human nations particularly to collapse. We would see an economic decline should we see some of our most wealthy and prominent targets for sales to go be
So-
the ways of spider pets.
What are your thoughts on Lolth
On Lolth?
in her kingdom?
Well, I find there is no coincidence in terms of the timing of the Gemstone's cavern running dry and your mother acting out her plot in Zedilia.
Are you,
What aren't you telling us, Olive?
Are you-
I swear to God.
I feel there is a grander connection between your mother and Lolth in terms of the overthrowing of Zedilia.
Yeah, I kind of thought that too.
Yes.
After I saw her kill my dad. All right. So, do you think that was a good idea on her end,
Your mother?
doing what she did?
No, Zedilia was a peaceful and well-run nation.
What about Lolth taking over Zedilia?
I fear that there is some greater danger possibly within the caverns that is pressing Lolth out. Or that she has just finally reached a position of power and stable of spider army that she feels that she could successfully conquer some portion of the land beneath or above the Underdark.
Do you think? Do you feel threatened at all about her? At all? Do you feel like this is a threat to you?
Well, this is... I shall tell you that, I suppose, as to how I know of the magical fungi within the Underdark. We know that there are drow, elves, who do live beneath within the caverns. We have interacted with them during our excavation missions. Southmoar does not often excavate the mines. We usually permit Brome or Renya to excavate, and then we simply purchase from them, because the process of creating dust from the gems is something that we here in Southmoar specialize in.
So do you think you're on more of neutral grounds with the Drow?
The drow in particular, it's a neutral faction to us because we've never bothered them. We've
Okay.
given them no course to have any kind of animosity to us. When we've met them in the Underdark, we've never attacked them, and they've shown no hostilities towards us. We fear that the drow are and have been for some time at war with Lolth, and that could have been why she was kept within the Underdark.
Okay.
But now if she's stepping out of the Underdark, we don't know what the population and safety of the Drow would be.
They're gone.
Could be that she's killed them all.
I'm going to go with that option. They're probably all dead. Don't want to go to the Underdark. Sounds like a bad time since they are weak to sunlight. Yeah, he goes for it, see?
You bitch!
Yep, he's a bitch. Look, he doesn't
He's like,
care.
no thanks. I like it right here.
All right, so we should go to Renya, see what's up there. Situation's too bleak. We get out. We're not going to the caverns or Zedilia. That seems like a bad play.
I need to talk to you guys for a second.
I start walking back out.
Out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Bran, I'm very sorry for what happened to your parents, though.
Do you know exactly what happened?
I do.
He's just sharing all this information with you, but not with me.
I sit down and get very comfortable to hear this.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge as to what had happened to your parents while they were here in Southmoar?
They were here in Southmoar?
Okay, roll for history, 'cause this is another forgotten thing.
Well, no. I would think that it was just Ander. That's why his name was there.
No, the name on the map was just the family Nilo.
Right, I thought it was just Ander.
Oh, no.
That's...
Okay, so, alright. So, your parents had branched out from Renya. They came here, as I said before, pursuing young Ander. Ander was looking for you, and when he could not find you, and he worked briefly for me with helping me in my transportation of dust, after he worked for me for the few months and he left, your parents followed suit. However, they were looking to economically position themselves within Southmoar. They were the ones who originally told me that the gems within the caverns were suddenly becoming significantly more depleted, as though some other source was excavating them.
Well, it sounds like the spiders have some use for the crystals.
Fucking spoders.
So why exactly were they here?
Your parents?
And who killed them?
Your parents wanted to make a claim for themselves in Southmoor because they feared that Renya would be the first nation to be attacked by Lolth. Your parents were wrong, as Lolth struck a deal with young Olive's mother to overthrow their kingdom, but now it appears as though they might have been correct in terms of the infiltration of Renya's ministry. I'm not sure when this infiltration of Lolth's spies began.
If they're going to attack Renya now, and they're already there, they're going to attack the other kingdoms and try to take over this area. So they're already got Zedilia. They're through the caverns. They're right next to them is Renya, and they're already there. They're going to overthrow this whole area while we're trying to also help ourselves from not dying from this stuff. And the Leviathan, the Lizard Men, the Time Thing, your brother.
Yep, you've definitely. Yep. I'm gonna go with that. We have to solve this first.
Yes, this needs to, because we can't solve that without us.
Since apparently it can split continents. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
So we need to head to Renya. We need to stock up on supplies and head to Renya then.
To Renya.
Most likely.
But the thing is,
Unless you want to become a sacrifice.
Nah, I'd rather
I'll become
not.
the vessel. It's fine.
I mean, But when we're done here, I need to.
I promise I'll kill Lolth.
We're gonna need to kill a lot more than just Lolth. All right, so yeah.
Your parents died in the gutter.
Why were they in the gutter, Tuck?
They were accused while they were here.
Of?
Theft.
From?
Leonard.
From who?
Leonard.
What were they accused of stealing?
Gems.
God damn it. All right.
They were accused of bartering a deal with Leonard in terms of offering him an ample source of gems and a supply up front, of which they did provide the upfront supply. That was why they were permitted a housing area within Southmoar.
Is that something your parents would do?
Possibly. I didn't know that they would move here. They're if they were really fleeing from Lolth, then possibly. but I don't think they'd steal.
What did his parents get in exchange for these gems?
They were given housing within Southmoar and financial backing by Leonard. Nina, roll for history.
Oh, cat, don't do that. Come on. Come on. Don't grab the wire.
2.
2. So you rolled a 1, or did you roll a 2
No,
and
I
you just have
rolled
no
a 2,
bonus? You
and I
rolled a
don't
2.
have bonus.
Okay, so you just know the name Leonard sounds familiar.
Guys, I've heard of the name Leonard before.
Yeah,
That's so helpful.
That's-
it's a
Sounds like a
name.
great
It's a
name.
first name, correct, Tuck?
Yes,
Leonard.
Wyatt.
Motherfucker.
Leonard is Declan's father.
All right.
Oh, guys, I knew that.
All right.
That's Leonard.
When Leonard offered them financial backing for additional gems, they entered into a contract with him. And when they could not uphold their portion of the contract to continue a supply of gems, Leonard had them tried for theft, and they were found guilty, and they were unable to pay their fine and refused servitude. So they were put in the gutter.
He was one of the cloaked figures that was with
Mhm.
Tuck at the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wrote that name down.
Yep.
Thank God Leonard didn't see me. Unless he knows of me.
So we need to get supplies and get out of Southmoar.
Or we could burn the gutter.
That's a very hot spot
Man,
for
this
Southmoor.
this vessel stuff's really becoming more appealing. Really becoming more appealing.
So much power.
So much, just so many people to kill.
I say we gather supplies, take Jonathan, head to Renya. That boy comes with us everywhere now.
Where's Jonathan?
Don't worry about it, Tuck. We'll take care
Well,
of it.
hopefully at his house.
Hopefully, he just is where you left him.
Probably
Despite-
not. Naked
probably- he's
somewhere.
probably
Despite
one of
his werewolf rampage. I mean, odds of that are low, but we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you said you're used to dealing with this, Tuck.
Oh, yes, we would eventually have to go out and find him.
Okay, well then we'll have to go find him then, I guess.
Yeah, he would go rampaging through the slums, and when he
So
could
there's
not find food within the slums, he would go out into the wild.
So how many?
Oh,
wait.
great.
So Tuck.
Full moon last night. How
Yes.
many? How long is it? 2 weeks for another full moon?
Oh, yes, I think.
All right.
So we have 2 weeks to get to Renya.
Tuck, what was your vote?
And not be around.
My vote for what?
You said they were tried.
Oh, for your parents?
Yeah.
It's not that it's necessarily a vote. It's more, I'm not on the Merchant Coalition.
You're not.
No.
You seem to have a lot of pull around here.
My pull extends from my hospitality and
Yeah.
my sale of dust.
Politics, baby.
Yes. Tuck is able to get what he wants done because he is so wealthy, but also has the greatest supply of dust,
Okay, third person Tuck.
right? Not actual Tuck.
It's Tiny Tuck. Just talking on his shoulder.
Please make the noise. Okay. All right. Well,
Before we go try and find Jonathan, I was thinking about it. And Declan, I did slit his throat.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be why he can't talk.
That would make sense to me.
I mean,
Seems legit.
typically when people's throats are slit, they're
Shut
dead.
the fuck up.
Yeah, good job on that.
But I mean, no, I mean
Did you
that
use a
means
butter
if
knife?
someone, Jesus fucking Christ, if someone was to bring him back, then they're obviously not great enough to be able to completely fix him.
I'm just still also trying to wrap my head that the halflings are neutral with drow, who work with.
It's not that the halflings are neutral with drow. Southmoor is not a halfling city. There are no halflings besides me within Southmoor.
But you're saying did you go with your kind to go and help get these gems?
No.
No, he had people for that.
I had
You-
people that
okay.
I hired from here in Southmoor. The halflings are from Tranix.
Okay.
I've traveled to get to Southmoor.
Okay.
Well, we need to go find Jonathan before he causes more trouble or gets lost in the woods. So we should probably go find him.
Sure.
Should gather some... Is there a potion shop in town, Tuck?
An apothecary?
Yes.
Of course.
Where is it? What is it called?
You can just go back to Dr. Jordan. He is also an apothecary.
Great.
Wow, what else does he do?
Plays basketball.
Plays games in his spare time and runs children's clinics to assist them in athletics.
Does he make shoes?
No, he does not make shoes. He is no cobbler.
He makes baskets for balls. Carrying balls.
For balls.
He's forming a team of
You mean
of
like
monsters.
loincloths? Or
No. Like, for just ceremonial balls of some kind.
Ceremonial balls. Ah, yes, I know all of ceremonial balls.
oh God!
And you just see Tuck just start walking back towards the kitchen.
All right, let's.
Let me know if you find him.
Thank you, Tuck.
Thanks, Tuck.
You're welcome.
Do you have any dust that needs delivering
Delivering
today while we're out?
Not delivering today. No. Should you meet anyone who gives you the signal,
I knew it.
You just walk by
they
Dr.
might
Jordan.
have
He's
an
like,
interest in dust.
Should I do the signal first? Because
Oh yes, you do this as you walk through town, and anyone who approaches you usually is
send
looking
here.
for dust. Oh yes, send to me, please.
You got it.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tuck.
You're welcome.
To the bomb.com.
How do we get the credit for the money?
Oh, you'll know how many people you've sent to me, and those would be who you are responsible for your purchase, or
Gotta make
your
sure.
portion of the purchase.
Okay.
Tuck has a system here. You're now his corner boys.
I know what
And girls.
Our what? Your what?
Corner boys and girls.
Thank you, Tuck.
You're welcome. Good luck on the streets. And he just disappears into the kitchen.
Oh no!
Woohoo!
Let's head to Dr. Jordan's. You all finished your breakfast?
I cannot let.
it's great. I just actually picture Michael Jordan sitting in a fucking doctor's.
That's all right.
like,
That's all right. I'm just thinking about my
vest.
parents dead in the gutter. It's fine, everybody.
really
It's great.
I'm still thinking about fucking Lawson. Someone's fucking not telling me something about these spiders, and
I'm tilted.
Well, finish your breakfast and we'll be off.
I'm
Done.
not even hungry.
I'm done. How are you alive? You haven't eaten in like 2 weeks.
Don't worry about it. Tieflings don't need to eat.
What?
Did you knock it off the table?
Yeah.
I caught it. I'm gonna roll to catch
Yeah,
it.
you have to roll to catch this. So this is acrobatics, because this is definite. Or we can do it as just a general dexterity saving throw.
Okay, 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you catch it, but the eggs just kind of slide off and
Okay, that's
splat
fine.
on the ground. And Tuck hears this and he turns around.
And I
he
just
looks,
stand up and I just get out.
So he looks at the egg on the ground. That one seems rather upset. Is she all right?
She's always like this.
This is normal.
I'm just like, spiders.
Spiders.
I'm just
still
gonna
upset.
like grab this steak and just swallow it all.
This cartoon style.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll remember that.
Oh my
He just goes into the kitchen. I'll be using the mask today.
Oh no!
Mask.
No!
Does anybody know what he's talking about? Mask?
Yeah, we don't.
Now you don't know what the mask is.
Yeah, why did you go into the kitchen?
I went to go get more food.
What? You came out with nothing.
Why did you tell us everything?
I ate it inside.
I told you.
You're actually not gonna tell us anything. I wrote all of it down.
Grimdar knows.
Grimdar is now tilted.
Tell Grimdar nothing.
I just whispered to Grimdar and tell him about the mask and
What?
the
Just
loincloth.
Grimdar.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Oh no!
Grimdar will probably tell me later.
Oh, in bed.
Oh.
I saw earlier Tuck's into some shit.
You want to try what he can do?
I knew he.
I
knew
borrowed his mask.
He, knew he was into that shit.
Your secret. It just doesn't fit all the way. It's just beers out below. Like flapping off to the side. Brad, are you ready?
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take one of the pillowcases and just put it over my face.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
So you guys go out into the street then, I'm assuming?
Have you told me all this stuff then?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you go to Dr. Jordan's. You arrive, and he is seated at his little desk. He's got his lab coat on, and he's just attending to his notes for the day.
And just out of the blue, I'm just gonna do an Arcana check in around his walls and check. I'm pissed.
Sure,
I'm gonna look
okay.
for that. 18.
18? Okay, so yeah, you can tell that there is some kind of magical sense, not in the walls, but just about this building in general that just kind of alleviates you as you enter.
Damn, it's helping me. It's not hurting me.
I just
You
remember the
I'm so
first-
used to the pain.
I just remember the first time, like, do you have any sticks that have been struck by lightning? Like, that was the first interaction with, like, magical things. Like, yeah, do you have sticks that have been struck by the storms of the gods? Yeah, like, sure. He just goes out back and cracks it off a tree. Here you go.
Now I'm just fucking looting his place right in front of him.
Hello, Dr. Jordan.
Are you
Good morning,
leading
Grimdark.
a team of the Space Jam?
We need to head out on an expedition today, and we're wondering if you had any potions for sale.
Of course, yes. Where are you going?
To Renya.
Oh, what has you interested in Renya?
It's just a great place to go when we want to go there.
And I interrupt both of them.
Fair
How do you
enough.
feel about spiders?
Oh, I hate them.
All right.
Real icky
do you have
things.
anything that sets shit on fire?
You need a
Yes.
torch?
Something that
Something
can
that I can
control the torch to at lengths.
Don't say arms, smartass.
No. I mean, I have access to my holy flame skills, but
Can we buy those? Can we use them?
no.
Okay.
That's not how this works.
How
Need
much would
potions
we
to
have
give you,
to
like
pay
fire
you?
breath temporarily?
We know somebody who may be worth
You
a lot.
need flaming breath potions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that do?
I mean,
I'm imagining it would give you some kind of flame breath, but I don't know what it is. I'm just going off of
Spicy
this
Tic Tacs.
innovator over here.
This innovator, we have great ideas. Jordan, stick with us.
All right, so flame breath potion. I'll see if I can.
that doesn't hurt our mouths. It just hurts anyone that.
You're real picky.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta make
So
sure.
yeah, you can breathe fire, but also your insides are on fire.
Jaw falls off. Oh! Olive, no!
Worth. Do you have any fleece?
Fleece?
Yes.
Like golden fleece?
No, fleece from sheep or lamb.
No. I do not.
Do you know who
Oh, wait,
might?
actually, hold on 1 minute. And he just turns and he goes and he's got like a little trunk. And he just pulls out this grand fleece. This?
Grand fleece?
Yeah, it's just very long.
So just can I like can you take bits off of it? I don't know what I'm looking at here. You said grand fleece. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, it's
it's
just
like-
a long, essentially as though a sheep had not just been sheared, but skinned, and the fleece is still on it.
oh,
And
so
it-
it's
the-
plenty of fleece.
Oh, yes, adequate fleece.
How much for that?
He just kind of looks at it, he's like, I mean, I don't usually sell my clothes. I guess I could just seem like a young man in need. I like giving back to the community, and he just offers it to you.
And that's when you just
Thank
say,
you,
Dr.
Dr.
Jordan, you just got fleeced.
Thanks, Dr. Jordan.
You're welcome. Perhaps maybe in the future you could try out for my sports teams.
Oh, like what?
We shoot a small can into a basket.
Ooh, have you tried using a ball?
No, we call it can basket. It's a great game.
I'll try. I'll try it out later.
A lot of youths need it.
Sounds good.
Good. Great.
So what did I get? A
Just have a very large piece of fleece that provides you adequate fleece for whatever the fuck you need. I don't feel like dealing with that shit.
it's for magic.
Do I have enough fleece?
It's for
Yeah.
magic.
You have fleece.
Jeez.
What kind of potions do you have for sale, Dr. Jordan, after that wonderful sale?
We have regular strength healing potions.
That's the 2d4 plus.
No, I'll give you the 4d4 plus
great.
4.
Great, thanks.
Greater healing potions.
Very good, thank you. And, how much are those?
I will sell to you in bulk today at 1 gold piece each. I only have in store, though, 20 of these potions.
So we each get 5.
We'll each take 5.
Here's 5.
And how much are they again?
1 gold piece each?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, everybody gives over 5 gold pieces. You each get 5 great healing potions.
Do you have any other types of potions or anything today, Dr. Jordan?
Well, I've begun researching this flame breath potion.
Already? While we've been sitting here.
Wow.
Been taking notes
You're
on how I would attempt to do
Wait,
this.
where's Lillian right now?
Extremely
Sleeping.
efficient
Shouldn't
person.
she be like with him?
No, she should have met us for breakfast, but I don't know why she wouldn't have unless she already went without us.
But we
It's a
said
great one.
we told her.
We told her to
fucking
wait. We did.
We're gonna,
Nobody listens,
she's not
do they?
beautiful to me anymore.
Well, if you guys find her, that'd be great.
I mean, we could go check. They might be sleeping.
I'm gonna head to the gutter.
I'm gonna go
going to-
check back the
Yes.
inn and see if.
Okay, so you go to the gutter, and you can just see that, the large open arena is sealed in by the fencing. The area in which you had gone in that descends down for stairs, that is closed by a gate, and there is nobody outside of it.
How tall is the gate?
How tall is the gate?
Yeah.
Like 10 feet.
Nah, I'm gonna climb it.
Okay, roll for acrobatics.
Oh, no.
You guys go back to the inn. Are all 3 of
Yeah.
you going back to the inn?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and check.
Okay, so
We're gonna
yeah.
go
Do I
check.
still have the effects of the dust?
No, the
Okay.
dust effect has worn off for you. Yeah, I mean, you go back in and you see that your other crew members, they're just sitting having breakfast. at
Okay,
the table.
great.
Yeah, they're not
Good.
dead. Yeah, Lily was
They
there.
haven't been sold or eaten.
No. Yeah.
15 with bonus.
15. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you scale to the top of the fencing and you can look down in and you just see that the stadium portion is vacant and that the arena still has blood left over from the battles last night, stained into the dirt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in and have a seat.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else while you're
sad like.
Have
Okay,
I?
so
I mean,
you're just-
I'll look around, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything within the gutter. It's cleared out. I mean,
There's
the
no
only
weapons.
no.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, back inside, you 3 are back
Well,
at
I
the Lucky
left to
Tuck.
go for him.
Oh, you left to
To
go
go grab him.
Okay. All right, so you 2 are in the Lucky Tuck then.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, friends.
And they just all say a collective hello, so this way I don't have to do 5 voices.
No, no, no. No, that's
Hello,
fine.
hello, hello, hello.
How did you guys all sleep last night?
Grimdar, well, Suta is feeling much better now.
That's good. The hole in her chest is healing up.
Yes,
Good.
quite adequately.
That's great.
Thanks to Dr. Jordan. And kind of, I guess, Jacob, he does his goo stuff.
Oh,
And Suta feels a little better after the goo.
oh,
Jacob
great.
is still very tired today, though.
oh, I'm
Took
sure.
a lot of goo to heal
I'm
Suta.
sure he is.
See Jacob's just like leaning back in his chair, just like visibly drained.
He's just only drinking cranberry juice.
I've never had to make so much goo in my life.
Oh no.
Yep, there's Jacob.
Who's the other one?
Jacob Bartu.
He's got 2 dicks.
So we spoke with Dr. Jordan and we spoke with Tuck this morning.
Bad choice.
Just makes me happy.
Just
And,
Great, Grimdar. And what did they have to tell you?
We are going to head to Renya on our way to the Great Wood.
Why the fuck are you going there?
Well, it appears that
Wait, I'm not there. Never
You're
mind.
not
I
there.
can't say. Fucking God.
Yep.
I think I'd better let Olive tell you when she gets back. It's a long story.
All right, Grimdar. We are trying to eat our breakfast anyway.
I don't care. This is mood.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you want me to come back to them? You good?
Yeah, you can come back to them.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so you go to the gutter, and you can see
Choice.
it's closed.
And I don't see anybody.
No, you don't see anybody.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Bran, are you there?
Okay, roll for perception. We'll see if you hear this voice.
oh jeez. 8.
8? No.
All right.
He's
Was-
put the fleece
wasn't
in
gonna
his
answer
ears.
anyway. Joke's on you.
You've got the fleece stuffed in your ears.
No.
Oh,
And I
that's
can't see
right.
anything because it's like a wall. Then it's a clearing, right?
Mhm.
All right, I'm just gonna go around again. Just keep whispering, Bran, are you there?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's like the shape of an octagon, so you're walking around it. But
Yeah,
he
nothing.
still doesn't hear.
All right, I'm just gonna walk back because
Okay, so yeah, you
trying
go
to
back towards the Lucky
help
Duck.
you out. But
Are you staying within the gutter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you come back to the
Yeah.
Lucky Tuck and you see that your 2 friends are seated with your other crew members.
there you guys are. All right.
Love how we had a task and we just fucking left that shit alone.
Yeah, finding Jonathan.
I mean,
still-
I'm preoccupied.
we
Sorry.
still do have to go get him. We haven't left yet.
Yeah.
Olive,
Yeah.
Tell Viv why we're going to Renya.
We shouldn't tell them here. Are there anybody else in this area?
No, it's before opening. I mean,
Okay.
Julia did this as like a kindness to you guys because you're staying here.
All right, then I explained to them the situation of Zedilia and Renya just to save us some time, but I told them that they shouldn't be trusting anybody because now that Lolth is above ground and from what we've heard, the troops are going through Renya, there's also a possibility they could be in Southmoar since Renya's quite close to them, and Lolth's people or crew, spiders, whatever you want to call them, can also change form. So they could be among us as we know it now. Right, they can be in Southmoar. People that we talk to. Probably somebody in our party. Just saying.
Okay, so Lillian just looks at you terrified. Loth is above ground?
What do you know about Lolth?
The elves know much of Loth. I mean, although we do not have usually great relations with the drow, we do still assist them as they are our elven kind. And
Why would you assist someone who works for spiders?
The drow don't work for spiders. No,
What?
no. There's been a war here.
Okay. Writing that one down. Alright, so...
Do you know how Loth came to be?
Refresh my memory.
Loth was a drow.
Okay. Yep. Alright. Yep. Okay.
Loth succumbed to something in the Underdark. I don't know why I'm doing Tuck's voice, sorry. Loth succumbed to something in the Underdark.
Okay, so...
I'm not that happy.
Wait, so it's Viv, Suda, and Lillian, Jacob. That's it?
Yep.
Okay. So... Lillian, where are you from again?
I'm from the Greatwood.
You're from the Greatwood.
Sorry.
Where's Suda from?
Suta was from Northmoor.
Vivian is kind of just
Viv
Northmoor.
Viv has lived in Northmoor most of her many years on this plane.
Okay. Okay. Olive's trying real hard to piece things together right now.
So all right.
Those little hamsters
in
are-
terms of general assistance, if everyone who came to the island, I always say Island of Fal, came there for a reason, there are people still within that grouping of which you do not know why they left their original homes.
Where was Brick from?
No, I mean
The
the 4
beach.
people right here.
I'm just trying to think of...
No, Brick was from Northmoor.
Okay. So, alright. The only person I really know of... Oh, where's Jacob from?
Jacob?
Yeah.
Jacob was from Northmoor as well.
Okay, so the really only one who wasn't from Northmoor is Lillian,
Mm-hmm.
which is next to right near Zedilia, which the Underdark...
Zedillion. Lillian. Zedillion.
She doesn't have family relations. No family relations.
It's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
It could have been helpful.
Probably. I'm thinking long term right now. Like, my brain says...
But we do need to go find Jonathan.
Yes, that is short term. We
should-
need to find that guy
We
now.
should do that right now.
We can't come really a boy since...
We should go find him.
Yeah. Bran? Nina?
We need to go find Jonathan.
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You didn't try real hard. You just
not-
whispered. You
I'm
didn't
not
even yell.
trying to meta. I mean, yeah.
Tuck said that we need to look in the wilderness.
The wilderness.
Yeah, he said if Jonathan doesn't find food in the outskirts of town, that he usually wakes up somewhere in the wilderness. So the longer the day goes on, the more likely it is that he's afraid, running around, probably naked in the woods.
Killing everything he sees.
Well, he's not a werewolf anymore.
still
But
a
he might
druid.
still kill people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I just
fair.
gave you guys such a good hint, and no one ran with it.
For
For why
related-
people left their home.
And I'm...
I mean,
Lolth can be attacking other places I don't know of. What other places are near Zedilia besides these? And
Didn't you? Well, I'm not there.
yeah, I
this
mean,
could have also been prior to the continent split too.
The Underdark could have split too.
Could have.
It did. What is wrong?
So, meaning, what's on? Yeah. So, yeah.
So what if her sisters are
I
trapped?
think Jonathan said there were monsters in the caverns on your island.
Oh, we
Her
did.
sisters are probably trapped on the island.
That's not good.
Well, that means these caverns would be empty.
But yeah, still filled with many spiders. But
It's a 1 in 3 chance.
okay. We have a god on this side, and we have sisters on the other. I think the other would be probably easier to get first than the god. But we're not there.
No, we're not over there. We're here.
So
let's go find Jonathan. We're gonna leave a note for Bran.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave a note for Bran.
What's the note say?
BBL.
We're going to find Jonathan in the woods.
Okay. In the
Wait,
woods?
The wilderness, whatever. The area outside of the,
Okay.
the edges of the town.
Who are you gonna give it to?
Okay. Are you gonna leave it with one of the people?
Someone.
Who's not coming with us?
I mean,
Is anyone coming with us?
I haven't asked. What the fuck?
Do we need
Can't just
anybody?
look around at the four NPCs. So is nobody coming with us? We don't know what you're doing.
No, I'm asking. Like,
I'm obviously coming. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
you're obviously going. Do we need anyone else?
I mean, Lillian can fight, but she's not without dust. We're not gonna deal with that. Jacob, we'd rather have alive. Vivian's pretty good.
I say we leave them here. Viv, I'm gonna give this note to you. If Bran comes back, make sure that he gets it, please.
Okay, and you hand Viv the note.
Yep.
Graves, I don't want this fucking note. She just throws it in the air.
Viv, why would you do that?
I'm trying to eat my breakfast, and she just puts both her hands back on her steak. But
Okay, so
Lillian kindly catches the note
Okay.
for you.
I was gonna say, anybody, if you see
You're going
Bran.
to look for Jonathan?
Yes.
What's wrong with Jonathan?
What is not wrong with Jonathan?
A lot of things, Lillian. A lot of things.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a werewolf.
Oh, did he
For one.
transform?
He did last night. Yes. Did
Oh.
you know that? you seem oddly unfazed by that. Really oddly unfazed by that.
Yes.
Do you all know?
No.
Okay.
And Viv and Suta and Jacob are just kind of like, just like pausing with like meat in their mouth. Oh. Yes, I would assist him with his transformations.
How did you control it?
No, I mean I would put him under. Usually, I would subdue him with a tranquilizing.
Got any more of
potion.
those?
That's brilliant. I mean, he's not a werewolf right now.
No, we're gonna need them later though.
No, I don't have the herbs that I need to make this.
Where can you get them?
It's a 2-week journey.
Usually, I made them from the plants we found within the jungle on Fall. It was
You know,
a particular flower whose, you know,
what color was? Is there certain colored flowers or something?
it was
we can find?
orange.
An orange flower. Okay.
Does anyone remember the orange flower?
Wait a minute. The thing that. Oh. Fuck that.
Me too.
Yes, a sufficient supply of the, plumage from the orange flower will incapacitate an individual. A small supply will render them confused and bewildered for some time.
What we could do is we could set him loose in the Great Wood. And they'll be distracted by a
Wait,
werewolf running
don't
around.
send Jonathan to the Great Wood.
Why not? It's a great plan.
No,
They'll be distracted dealing with them. We'll get all the herbs we need.
Did none of you ask Jonathan how he became a werewolf?
Oh no.
We didn't have a chance. He told us to get out of his house.
Did anyone ask about Jonathan's family?
Well, kind of
They
did.
were all, yeah, they were
Poor and
they were poor. They fought in the gutter.
he was a
Yes.
poor boy.
Yes.
Nobody loved him.
Yes.
How did he become a werewolf, Lillian?
His
Wait, was
pa-
his?
his parents?
How did they become werewolves?
They were druids. They lived in the Great Wood. That's why I had to leave the Great Wood.
So, if they were druids, they became werewolves. You're saying there's a werewolf in the Great Wood?
There are many werewolves in the Great Wood. That is the primary plight of the Great Wood for the elven kind.
Okay, so if we kill the werewolf, it's assuming maybe he won't be a werewolf anymore.
Jonathan's parents were just humble farmers from Endon, but when they went out, into the Great Wood to be able to get a supply of wood to be able to build for their home, his parents were bitten by a werewolf.
Is there a way that we can cure him?
No, outside of killing the werewolf that bit them, no.
And we obviously don't. We have no idea.
Just
No.
kill
Could
all
be
the
any of
werewolves.
And even I
eventually.
don't know who the werewolf that bit his parents, who it was. There are many werewolves.
Hmm.
But I was exiled from the Greatwood for assisting the family Swift. I traveled with young Jonathan.
Smells eating a spider.
Yum. That's right, Lolth.
He's the hero that we all need.
He's failing, but he's trying his best.
Yeah.
He's really trying. Oh, it's gone now. Good job, Smelg. Good job, buddy.
10 experience.
Pest control at its finest. Well, we clearly can't go in the Great Wood within that night span because we'll all be fucking eaten.
Yes, conveniently in 2
So-
weeks when you would arrive, there would be a new full moon.
That's why we go to Renya first and
Bran
delay.
Bran knows.
So we need to go find Jonathan, then we need to go to Renya. And then not spend more than 2 weeks
So
there
why are
before he
werewolves
eats the whole
in
town.
Greatwood with elves?
Why are they there?
Yeah, like were they intruding? Or
No,
invading?
it's there's a plethora of hiding spots for them. They usually dwell in caves.
So you're saying probably all these elves are werewolves by now?
Oh my!
I mean,
Why am I doing Tux voice again? Oh my! I mean, that's a great, estimation. The elves are not weak when it comes in terms to combat. There's essentially a war between werewolves and elves.
so there's a constant
Holy
fear
shit.
in living in Greatwood.
Oh, it's so dangerous.
I mean, everywhere's dangerous.
Were you born in the Great Wood, Lillian?
Yes.
So you were exiled from there for helping Jonathan?
Yes, I was exiled for helping the Swifts when they came in and they were bitten by the werewolves. They weren't permitted to return to Endon. They went back and they transformed weeks later and they slaughtered their neighboring villagers. So Endon exiled them. They had nowhere to go. So they returned to the Greatwood, thinking that they would just try to build themselves a small hermitage on the outskirts, but, werewolves are still a thing. Despite
Yes.
them being werewolves, they weren't welcomed within the community.
So do you assume all of the Great Wood has been turned at this point?
No. I would think that the elves have been, quite sufficient in terms of their defense.
So there's going to be some elves and some werewolves.
Yeah, it's going to be a party.
Are the werewolves also elves?
Where elves?
Like, before they turn into werewolves?
They could have been, possibly. They could live very long lifespans then.
Not great.
It's almost like there could be some very old elven werewolf that's very powerful living in the Greatwood.
We just
That
read
could be a thing.
Would he wish well?
old
That's just my guess.
elven werewolf.
All right, so cool. I'm still piecing things together for other questions.
Yes,
Bear
the,
with
the,
me.
the family Swift and I then came to Southmoar after I was exiled from the Greatwood.
Well, we should set off and try to find Jonathan now.
Would you like assistance in catching Jonathan?
Whoever
she
would like to
knows,
come with us,
I
you're
would
familiar with where he might be and how to calm him down, so that would be wonderful. Yes, Lillian, thank
Of
you.
course.
We'll have to leave the note for Bran with someone else then.
Viv or Suda can tell them.
She hands it
Don't-
to Suta, and Suta just kind of holds it, and it's like, when I see him, I'll give it to him.
Thank you, Suta.
Of course, Grimdar.
To the woods!
It's not woods.
To the wilderness!
It's like plains and grass.
To
It's
the
not like there's a
plains!
hiding place for it.
I mean, could
It's
be.
grassland.
Could be.
We'll see. Okay, so I mean, the fuck, are you guys just leaving Southmoar now?
We gotta go find him.
I mean, alright, sure.
Should we check out the other inns first and get some? Never mind.
I mean, nobody explored Southmoar, but alright.
I mean, we're gonna go back to Southmoar. We're just going to get him and come back.
Okay.
Not leaving permanently.
Okay.
Can't leave. Bran's
Yes,
just...
here. Okay, so yeah, you guys go to the edge of Southmoar along the eastern side. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's just like, large fencing cropping out, and then it's just a gate that you just have to,
Are we sure he's there? Just making sure.
ask to go out.
Tuck said that frequently he would, if there was nothing in the outskirts of town, which I told the people to leave so they didn't get eaten.
So the wilderness. It's a totally different way.
Oh, he might have been fucking kidnapped.
Oh my god!
By the people from Hoth. Oh, no. Actually, no, there's no way he would kill them all. Not even a concern. It's actually not a concern. If we find bodies of barbarian warriors, then we'll know for sure that he might be somewhere around there.
All right.
So let's first, I mean, I guess make sure he's not in his house. Even though Tuck said he wouldn't be. We'll check there first, and then we'll check.
Is it along the way?
Yeah, he lives in the
Yeah.
southeastern side.
Yeah.
So you're going through the slums.
Yep.
Wait, during the daytime, right? It's daytime.
Yeah, it's daytime.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like
good.
early morning. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep myself concealed. Just
sure.
That's smart.
So you wear like a large cloak and you kind of.
my tail's hidden.
Okay. All right. So yeah, all three of you are going, and you're bringing Lillian with you.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you guys are heading towards Jonathan's house. You're walking through the slums. You can see the vagabonds and the poor people have returned. They're just, peddling different like small broken wares essentially on the side of the street.
Just any blood streaks anywhere? Blood?
No, there's
stains?
no blood or anything on the ground.
Good
but,
job, Grimdar.
As you approach Jonathan's house, Lillian just kind of stops you.
What is it?
What is it, girl? Bark, Grimdar.
Jonathan fall in the
Danger.
well again?
Danger, Jonathan. Why are we here?
This is Jonathan's house.
No, it's not.
Well, this is what he said. This was his house.
No. This wasn't where the Swifts lived.
Why did he tell us that this was his house? Why would he say
Jonathan brought you here?
that? Yeah, why would he
Yes.
say? Why would he do that?
I don't know.
He's fucking crazy.
Or it's
This-
not Jonathan.
This wasn't Jonathan's house.
He could be a spider. Could be a spider.
That's why he's so fucking
or,
Wait,
or he went
wait,
there
are you
so
sure
he could
he's-
eat the people when they came home.
wait, wait.
We trust everyone. I love how trusting we are.
Do you know whose house this is, Lillian?
No, but
We-
this isn't Jonathan's house.
Can
I
we
could take you to Jonathan's house.
Yes, please.
Should
let's
we check in here first? Because this is where we left him.
Sure, yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys
Okay.
walk inside and you see on
I'm
the
gonna stay
ground-
outside.
I'm not going in.
I'm not going in. Fuck this place. Do I
Okay.
should look for cobwebs? Lots of them.
I mean, I did say there was a lot of dust and like webs and shit in here.
I mean, it could be just not me.
It's one of the sisters.
Okay, so yeah, you guys walk inside, and you can see that there are several, like 4 dead bodies on the ground where they have been eviscerated, like their stomachs from like stem to sternum has been split open, and their entrails are like out and on the ground around them. Pools of blood.
They
Dried.
weren't eaten. They were just killed.
No, I mean parts of them were absolutely eaten. I mean, if you wanted to like investigate the organs, suspiciously the hearts have been eaten.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Probably definitely him.
It's him.
4 dead bodies with no hearts in not Jonathan's house. Well, this doesn't look good.
Oh, Grimdar, these people have been murdered.
I mean, Jonathan, assuming he did this, wouldn't have been under control of that. It's not his fault.
This doesn't look like it's the work of Jonathan. Usually when Jonathan, if he ever got free, if he did eat, it was only one person. He's tiny tummy. He's a small boy. But 4, and he would usually consume most of them. They would be eaten down to the bones. This is... I'm not sure what this is.
Can I look around to see if I see anything else?
Sure.
Are you guys like right near me? Like, can I still see?
I mean, you can see inside.
Okay.
Like, there's no door.
21 with bonus.
21 with bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can see on the sides of the walls that there are a language that have been carved in that you're not familiar with.
Should you call me over, maybe? I can try to take a look at it?
Olive! We got a problem in here!
I'm just like going in really like carefully. I don't really want to do this. Okay, what?
Okay,
I just point at the carvings.
Okay.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, you can go over and you can investigate them.
I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna. I want to do 2 checks. I want to do 1 just to see if I can see it.
Okay.
Not 2. I'm gonna do an Arcana check after.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I fucking don't see. 9.
9. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely tell that these are elven runes.
Elven runes. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check after. I'm not gonna bother with too.
Okay, so no, you can't really discern much.
So they're elven runes?
Yeah.
Bran, do you know anything about
He's
these?
not with
You're
you.
not with us.
Yeah, get fucked.
Bran?
I love you. Lillian, do you remember? Okay, how long have you known John?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Since he was a boy.
Okay, so how long has that been? How long have you been known? Like, do you know how old he is?
I've known the Swifts for 50 years, yes.
And you've known him since you've
Yeah, since he was a boy. I knew him at birth.
at birth, so he's at least 50.
Yes.
Has his look changed lately in the past maybe, I don't know,
Not
a year?
much, no.
2
In the
years,
last
3 years?
No, in the last, I suppose, 30 years, Jonathan has not aged much at all.
Oh,
So since okay, so you're
Ever since he was about 20, Jonathan just didn't age.
all right. So
Well, at least physically.
is that normal for? Is he human?
Yes.
So
Clearly not normal.
Is that normal for like a druid to not age like that?
For
Because he's a human.
for
Humans
very
age.
powerful druids, yes, but it's also. I'm not entirely sure. His parents were immensely powerful, and even they aged.
And they were killed in the gutter.
Yes.
What if he is more powerful than them?
He's Gohan.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Right?
That's what I'm trying to piece together.
Yeah.
He was
really
what?
am.
I'm trying to like ask those questions.
born
to-
what?
As a born Worgen. Like he's a.
Since he was born unnaturally, he was born of two immensely powerful individuals who also held, you know, an additional magical quality to them in their lycanthropy.
So he was born in Greatwood, and you left. He's never been anywhere else besides Greatwood and Northmoor, right? Or no, I'm sorry.
Greatmoor, Southmoor, and
Greatmoor.
not Greatmoor. Greatwood, Southmoor, and then the pirate Island of Fal.
Yeah, Northmoor, Southmoor, and then the island is not Greatmoor.
That's what it is now.
Well, we should go find Bran. Maybe he can decipher these runes.
I mean, while we're still trying to look for.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know I'm an elf.
You're right.
I'm gonna start leaving the party more often. This is
I
entertaining.
figured you would have said something because you're in the building.
You didn't ask.
Lillian,
I don't just
take a look at these runes.
Oh, all right. Of course. Jesus. And she goes over and. All right, so yeah, she fucking kills it. These markings are made by the acolytes of Loth.
Oh my god.
All right, roll for perceptions.
Oh, fuck.
Nope, don't see shit.
6.
6.
23.
23. Okay, so you hear like.
Guys, I hear noises.
You hear that, right? Huh?
Guys, there's noises.
Noises like what?
Pitter pattering, like fast pitter
I'm
patter.
gone.
Like skittering?
Yes, almost like
I get out.
Fucking get out! Run!
I'm nice and cozy in the gutter.
Yep. All right, let me see if Lillian hears. Yeah, Lillian hears. We must go, and she just runs out of the house.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm fucking gone.
Okay, so all three of you and Lillian run out of the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
John was in that building when we left last night. There's elven ruins that are from Lolth in there. He hasn't aged for what, 30 years. He's a werewolf. He's a druid? No, he's not a druid. Did we see any magical druid powers? It could have been my magical spider powers. Olive's at this point just like, I'm going insane. Crypto, please help.
Was that Jonathan?
Okay. First,
wait a minute.
we burn the John. Let's go.
No, we can't.
He's probably spying on us and he's spying on us. He's spying on us and telling Lolth everything.
Oh, God.
She's gonna be ready for us when we get there. She's probably gonna bring reinforcements to Renya.
But he doesn't know we're going to Renya.
Not yet, right.
We never told him.
We can't bring him.
He knows nothing.
We can't bring him. He may turn on us at one point.
Right, well, then we need to go back, find Bran.
We can't kill him.
No, obviously
We have
not.
to trick him.
So we need to go find Bran and get the fuck out of
Leave him with
Southmoar and
Tuck.
go to Renya immediately.
Grimdar! And you just hear Jonathan's voice. And you just see him like jogging towards you from the eastern edge of the slums.
Do I see spider legs of any
No,
kind?
he's just running. He's just Jonathan.
Like he's
Wait, he's
running,
coming
but he's
from
got
the
like
other way?
multiple forms of
no,
legs.
he's just jogging towards you. Grimdar, good
Like-
morning.
There's no spiders like holding two human meat legs, just like
No.
He's not walking. His shoes aren't. His shoes, right? Aren't spiders, right?
He's got shoes. He's just
Do
jogging.
they have like spider-looking webs on them?
No.
No.
He looks like dusty and like dirty, like he slept in the wild.
Okay.
Like covered in grass on his like pirate shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Grimdar,
Hello, Jonathan. You survived the night.
I'm
it seems.
feeling so much better today.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yeah, we were at your house. Where were you?
I was out in the wild.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me more about your house? Like, where was your family? Where'd they stay over here?
They stayed in this house, and he points to the house.
The one we were just in?
Yeah.
Yeah? How long ago was that?
When we lived here,
Yeah.
I want to say like 10 years ago.
Or Lillian is a spider. Any of these are possible. We're fucked.
It can't.
She can't be. It can't be.
It
How
can't
do
be
you know?
Jonathan.
How do you know? There's caverns on our island.
She was scared.
She could have
Lots
been.
of very scary.
She could have
scary,
been.
Help them.
She actually could be a spider. There were caverons on our
Even
island
maybe I'm a
too.
spider.
We're all spiders. The campaign is just spiders.
Hey, you know what kills spiders? Leviathans. Vessel me up.
Lillian?
Ew! And you just see Jonathan point at his house.
What?
Roll for perceptions.
Fucking God. Nope. Don't see shit.
8.
20
20. 20 with bonus or a nat 20?
bonus.
Bonus. Okay. So yeah, you see at the edge of the door frame. There's no door, like I said, but you can see tendrils on
Nope.
the outside.
I'll leave it.
Let's nope the fuck out. Let's go.
You don't see a figure, but it's now suspiciously dark in the building, and you
I'm
can't see
leaving.
inside.
I'm
and
gone.
you just see like
I'm gone.
Break the house.
Oh god, what if the Underdark is spreading somehow?
What if that's a portal to the Underdark? There's fucking ruins on the
and
fucking.
sacrifices? Oh boy. Oh boy.
We have to come back here.
and Jonathan just starts running.
Not
Where?
towards it.
No,
All right,
away.
Great.
Let's go with him, and we have
Yep.
to come back here.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, the three of you run after Jonathan.
Yep.
Okay. Imdar! I hate spiders.
Why
They're
do you hate
terrible.
spiders?
They're icky.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Can you tell if somebody is shapeshifted?
No, but I got fire resistance, so if you flame me up, baby, I'll be good.
Like if, but you can is shapeshifting magical?
Yeah.
So can you
Yeah.
I can arcane check.
No.
both of them? Both of them.
Okay, which one should I do first?
Jonathan.
He's really fucking strong. Yeah, okay, so while he's running, we're running, I'm just gonna be like,
Okay, so I mean he stops
Yeah.
because you guys have.
can I
caught
just
up
like
to
put
him.
my hand on his shoulder, like,
Yeah.
hey, are you okay? And
Yeah,
just
I'm
like,
just really scared.
can I use my
Yeah.
hands to fucking
Use my hands to fuck.
15?
15? No, it's just Jonathan.
Okay.
As far as you can tell,
And then I'm just gonna go up to Lillian like, hey, are you okay?
Lillian's not there.
Where is she? Oh fuck.
Good job, team.
If she is a spider, then we wasted our fucking res on a goddamn spider.
Brand's always right. Brand's always right.
Wait a minute, we have to go. Wait. Where?
Brand
saw-
always right,
We
Lilo.
wait. When we left, she didn't come with us. She stayed in that room.
Fucking didn't want to res Brand.
No, she did.
No, she
She ran out.
She
Right.
came out, but then you ran after Jonathan, and she did not.
Let's go back and see if she's still there.
Okay.
So you walk back towards
Yep.
Jonathan's
Yeah.
house?
I mean, I stay back with Jonathan.
Okay, so yeah, you're staying
Fuck
back with
that
Jonathan.
shit.
The two of you go back towards Jonathan's house. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you don't see Lillian.
Not great. I mean, we can't go inspect the house.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut back to you and just be like, why did they go back to the house? There's spiders.
He didn't see that there were spiders.
No,
I mean, he saw the tendrils.
But that doesn't necessarily mean
I mean, you guys
spiders.
just asked about spiders to him, and he said he
Did
doesn't
we?
like spiders.
I don't
That's
think
why
we
he-
did.
That's why he said I don't like spiders.
Yeah, and
he
I
said-
said,
I
what do
run
you know
away
about?
from everyone.
She asked,
and
"What?
go
How do you
back.
feel about
okay,
spiders?"
Sure.
And he said, "I don't like spiders." So
Okay.
I mean, he can put two and two together.
Okay,
like
sure,
he sees
sure,
fucking
sure.
spider legs,
Okay.
and someone
I
asked him
didn't think
about
we asked
spiders.
him. I did not think we asked him. Okay.
No, you did.
So now he says to Nina, like, "I fucking hate spiders."
Lillian knows Eldritch Blast. That's a warlock move.
I'm so glad we're finally piecing that together.
That's a warlock move, and I learned that in the Underdark.
Oh no.
So
We res a spider, guys!
Oh no.
Oh, great!
What if it's
So-
one of the sisters?
Oh, wizards can't learn it?
Can they?
I don't know. Here you go.
Oh no.
Let's break the fourth wall real quick.
Yep.
so
No.
yes, Jonathan looks at you and says that he really just hates spiders.
I know, me too, Jonathan.
Why do you hate spiders?
Oh god.
They're scary.
I know, there were always spiders around when I grew up.
What do you mean?
There were just always spiders. Like, it was me, Mom, and Lillian, and there just were always spiders at home. And Mom and Dad would always kill the spiders,
God damn.
and Lillian would always get mad.
Oh,
Ask him where home was.
I'm writing this down. Lillian is a spider.
Well then,
Fuck.
okay.
Brand
We got this.
Never wrong. Nilo.
We got this. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's great!
Jokingly
Hey,
guesses
Jonathan.
Jonathan's a werewolf.
Do you know where Lillian might have run off to?
She ran? No, I didn't know.
Do you know of any place here that she likes to go to?
In Southmoar?
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, when I was little, she would just always tell me stories about in the Great Wood, and I didn't really like those stories.
Wizards don't know Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you decided to tell us that now.
Olive, always on point with information.
Knowing
Accidentally.
information about your
Oh,
class.
it's me, guys!
I have given you so many.
All right,
hints.
so let me. Okay, so she
I'm up
likes
there.
dust.
Mm-hmm.
She knows Eldritch Blast.
And where's the dust from?
It really comes full circle to that.
Fucked.
It's almost like the story makes
We're
sense.
so fucked. Oh,
She would
no.
always tell me stories about back in the Great Wood, but it didn't sound like it was really the Great Wood.
Oh no.
Why?
She-
you need to-
Why didn't it sound like
Let's
the Great
go
Wood?
back. Let's
She
run
would just
back.
always talk about like going in the caves in the Great Wood. It wasn't really about like the Elven City or
She was so
her
beautiful.
family or friends in the Great Wood. It was always just about these caves.
Did she say what was in the caves?
No, she wouldn't really talk about what was in them. She would just talk about how when she was little, she would always go through them. And she didn't always come out in the Great Wood.
She was Brown John a lot. I guarantee she tranquilized him and did other spider things to him.
Put webs in his ass.
Oh, poor Jonathan. Oh, I'm so glad he made it this long.
What do you mean spider?
I don't know. Some spider crazy magic.
You know, she would make stuff out of the web.
What does that even mean?
Fucking
If she tranquilized him, put webs
That's
in his
got a
ass.
damn leather suit.
What
I'm
the
done.
fuck?
She
Oh
took me
my
in the
God.
caves once
What did
before
you
we
see?
left the Great Wood.
What did you see in the caves?
There were just spiders and everything was glowing.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
We've made it back at this point because we started walking back.
Okay. When she took me in the cave, she found something and it was glowing and she.
Now I'm hearing this. I'm like, wait, caves who, what, where, when, what?
Okay, so just to.
Yeah, and then we just, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like, what
we've
the
heard
fuck?
everything you just said. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But she found some stones down there.
what color were the stones?
They were all different colors. There were greens and purples and reds and yellows. And
You
they were
saw
all
a bunch
shining.
of them in the boat with Sandra. Were they this? Can you Can you kind of remember and
yes.
see if they were the same colors?
Yeah. Roll ahead.
What would that be?
History.
12.
12. Yeah. These are similar colors to the ones that you saw of the gemstones.
So Lysandra could have been working with the spiders.
Or
Yeah.
Declan's a fucking spider.
What race was Lysandra?
What race was Lysandra?
I gotta look at my book.
knows.
It's almost like Lysandra was an elf.
Are you kidding me?
Guys.
I don't know if we asked that.
Yeah, no, I told you that was why she hated you, Grimdar. You're a dwarf and she was an elf.
Okay, so let's keep talking and walking and get out of these slums. I'd like to see where Bran could be, maybe. Maybe she's back at the inn, and we can kind of break the news and fuck Lily and leave her fucking wherever she's at right now.
I'm still at the gutter.
Yeah,
God damn
he's
it.
I'm
just
not
sitting there.
leaving.
Okay.
Super Saiyan.
We're,
Okay, so-
we're gonna head back to the inn. We'll cut to you so that way we can wrap up what you're doing because we have to wrap up in a couple of minutes.
Just crying at the gutter.
Okay. So as you guys are walking back still, because I do want to complete that, Bran at the gutter is just fine having his moment of grief. But as you guys are walking back, Jonathan continues the story of his one journey into the caves with Lillian when he was just a very little boy. It was when we were still in the Greatwood. We were still hiding. We weren't allowed back at home, so we hid in the Greatwood for a few years. And when we found the shiny rocks and they were glowing, she and I kept walking, and it was late at night, and we found a big waterfall kind of thing, and at the bottom there was a glowing pool.
Fuck.
It's on the other side. It's
Huh?
on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It's prior to the split. Probably. No.
So your brother thinks it's in Bloodwood.
Oh, because about
It is not.
how long ago was the split?
The split was like centuries ago.
Okay,
The split was
alright.
like between 150 and 200 years ago.
Okay.
So the split predates the majority of living characters outside of elves.
Oh boy.
I didn't know what that pool was, but she went over to it and she drank from it.
Did anything happen after she did that?
I don't remember. I just woke up at home. I don't know what happened to her. But we never went back.
She a spoder, all right.
Oh yeah.
That could have been the wishing well.
It has to be. It has to be the
But it
wishing
controls
well.
time and space. Maybe it doesn't control time and space. It just does something else.
Mhm.
But it's a
Or it
wishing
could-
well.
Or it could be something else.
It's just straight dust water.
Could be.
Nah, something that great has to be something incredibly powerful, which means that then his brother's gonna be looking for it. I'm looking for it. Spider's looking for it. Lizard people look. Everybody's looking
Yep.
for it.
Oh boy.
That means Andrew's going to the wrong place.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
Well, he's not with
He
us
wants
right
his
now.
parents back, though.
All right, we've gotten back to the inn now. I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you see that Viv, Suta, and Jacob are still seated there.
Okay.
You found Jonathan.
Yes, we did.
Where's Lillian?
We don't know. She disappeared.
She's a spider.
She's a what?
She's working with Lolth.
Just gonna
Who's Loth?
ridge the topic a little easier.
No, at this point I'm
No,
pulling
go-
a brand.
Yep, go full brand.
He's on here to do it. I got to do it for him. All right, listen.
Who's
Lolth's a
Loth?
she's a spider god, lives on the Underdark. She was originally a drow, got fucking possessed by some whatever. Lillian's actually fucking warlock, and she knows Eldritch Blast like I do. Probably learned from the same place in the Underdark like I did. Don't know what god she follows. Because apparently warlocks follow gods. Yeah, I don't follow a god, by the way, because I apparently don't fucking need it. I was told that later. Also,
A lot of information here.
just so much information. Just woo.
And Viv just stops you. You don't follow a god?
No, apparently that's a thing, and from what I've been hearing, I grew up like this. I apparently never made a pact with a god.
Had
and
your mother made a pact?
She had some sort of powers that looked like mine. According to my uncle, she was trained with him. So I assumed she made a pact with a god. But I didn't know that you'd had to until later. So maybe? I guess maybe I don't know too much about warlocks.
Did your mother make a pact with Lolth?
Probably. Probably.
Grimdar knows.
Wait a minute.
That
then
means
that means
that you have a pact with Lolth. And we're gonna stop there.
Oh no!
Someone's a spider!
Spider Psycho.
You're a fucking spider. You're actually a goddamn spider. Oh god.
This could be a good thing.
How? How?
Well, if he's a spider, I'm going full Leviathan. Let's go.
Maybe we're gonna have a battle of our own gods.
Oh no. Oh Jesus.
Clash of the Titans. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right, friends. Thank you for watching tonight.